information out of it. How do I know? Because I was that person. And I'm like, dang, who's going to give out the real information? We want to know how to sell, how to build, how to launch businesses. We want to get in the inside. We want to know this information, right? We really do. And especially when you pay for something, you want your money's worth. So my business partner and I decided to launch the Ultimate CEO University. We're going to be going over everything, be showing you step by step how to build out your own courses, your own ebooks, how to launch digital products, how to get into e-commerce with little to nothing down, how to start drop shipping your own branded merch for your company. All right, guys. So you're probably like, okay, Coach Days, how do I join? I'm ready to go. How do I get inside the membership? Click that link.
Listen, the Ultimate CEO University is in the words. We're entrepreneurs. We're owners. We're elite people. We're leaders. We're problem solvers. We're go-getters. We're doers. We're networkers. This is what we are. The Ultimate CEO University, you got the chance to see what's going on now. When I tell you, when you come through this and you got your listening ear, you got your student mentality, you hungry, you ambitious, you've been waiting to click up with like-minded people who getting it done, who executing, who have the proof of concept, who's proven from real estate industry to sales and marketing fields, e-commerce, authors, credit repair, you heard it before, but this is deeper than just offering those services. Where does hustle come from? Skills that we've been able to hone.
You must increase the hunger level, the desperation level, and you must get more focused.
All right.
Yes. From passion to profit, unlocking your digital marketing journeys. Good afternoon, everybody tuned in. All of our first and foremost launch card family, all of our launch card certified members. We're back. Like we said before, like we said last week, like we said the week before, this is going to be about consistency. This is going to be about staying fired up, staying involved, understanding what this digital domination thing is about. First and foremost, it's going to be about us staying fired up, understanding what we're building here, understanding the opportunity that we have here, staying tuned in with one another, staying connected through these calls, through these trainings. Because when I tell you that when we say digital domination 2024 and beyond, we mean it. When we say passive income, consistency, legacy, like literally, whether you're entry level or someone already involved in this thing, I've really been breaking it down because I'm preparing my team days. We're preparing for ultimate success here with you all. But how I've broken this thing down is that e-commerce stores are going to be very similar to owning real estate as far as the passive income that it produces and creates consistently. And when we talk about having your own agency and building your own agency within the program, within the system, that's going to compare to you having apartment buildings and commercial real estate where you have multiple units all under one roof producing and generating passive income. So I need that to really resonate with you guys. I need you to understand that we're building here, right? We're building in a digital space, e-commerce, online products is clearly the future. I've literally been running around with the bullhorn telling everybody, get you some products, get you some products, get you some products, and make sure they're online, drop shipping, digital, click of a button, person can purchase your products, and we're going to take care of after we get those products as far as the system building, as far as learning the business, as far as branding your business, as far as marketing your business, as far as automating your business. This is what Launch Card and his partners are bringing to you guys, the ongoing training the information and the systems for you to have in place through this long journey so you to be successful. You can be successful in this business 2024 and beyond. But we have to get started now. So that's how we're gonna open this thing up. Me and my partner Dave, we're very excited to talk to you guys. Dave is going to walk you guys very quickly into, how we're going to roll this thing out. And I hope you guys stay tuned in. Take some time, get you some notes, something to take notes with. Obviously, this video will be available for replay on all of the platforms that is live on. But take great notes because this is going to be the stuff that's going to put you in position for that digital domination 2024 and beyond that we're talking about with myself, Days, and everybody else involved in this thing, the launch card partners, and everybody else is fired up about making this happen. Days, take it away.
Yes, that was very powerful. Like I have so many takeaways. Make sure you guys, really understand, like Byron was saying, what time it is. This is digital domination. You are literally watching history happen. I mean, with all of the services and products that, Launchcart has to offer, like it's literally a game changer. Coming from somebody that it took me 10 years to learn what they taught me within a couple of weeks. As a certified partner, I went through a 7-week program, intensive program. And I had to make sure that I knew from top to bottom how to build out these stores. Okay. But 7 weeks, 7 weeks. I literally started off back in 2000. Oh goodness. I don't know the exact year, but like I said, it was about 9, 10 years ago. I was just excited to start. I was excited to, see what I can do. I remember talking to my sister, like, what if, we could drop ship hair extensions, before that became a thing. And I just didn't have the resources, I didn't have the tools. But now we have that. It's all here and it's laid out for us. So getting into this presentation, we have a few slides, not a lot today. We know the holiday is coming up. So I just want to really just dive right into it. But we're going to talk about mindset makeover. One of the coaches here, I love her, Candace. She's my girl. She really helped me walk me through the whole journey. And she was definitely a great inspiration because she always told me to like just put it out. She used to be like, girl, this is so nice. Like you did it. Like your store looks amazing. Just put it out. Actually, the first client that I was able to get, while being a certified partner was a $300 client. And I actually used her store that was, completely set up to show proof of concept. That's what you get when you're a part of a community, when you're a part of a tribe that's supportive. So the fear and the doubt, we all have it. And I think that that's a very natural, normal thing to experience, especially when you're doing something that you have not done before. That's an emotion, right? I saw something on Google that was by a university that said the emotion, from fear, it's the same emotion that you can experience with excitement. You have to tell your mind that, hey, this is excitement. This is excitement. I'm doing something different. This is not a fearful thing. I don't have to be in doubt. I don't have to be afraid of it. And also to having people like, I know Byron probably gets tired of me texting it, but I have people, in my corner, a supportive community. I have girlfriends, I have mentors, that I connect. I have other launch shop partners that I reach out to, help me overcome, imposter syndrome and even doing the StreamYard. Like I don't know a lot about StreamYard, but I'm learning about StreamYard. And it's important that we, get our hands, we get our hands wet, we get in the field. We are not going to be able to grow. We're not going to be able to evolve unless we're actually doing this stuff in real time, hands-on, and realizing that it's bigger than us, right? Because I attract naturally a tribe of mompreneurs right now. In my group called the Minimalist Mompreneur Society, we're on a 111-day challenge where we're just basically evolving in all areas of our lives. So in that community, I talked about being authentic. I talk about, having my babies and maybe having a baby on a call with me and doing what I have to do, what I get the opportunity to do. It's just such a blessing. So when you think about where you're at in life and understanding that, you are being utilized and you are serving your purpose, that's major key. And we're going to talk about that in our next slide. But Byron, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, so honestly, really what I want the people to understand is that it's about a mind shift. It's about a mental makeover. And the thing that works for me is just keeping my eyes on the prize and taking it one day, one step at a time. But taking this thing one day and one step at a time, if this thing, you really understand this thing and you dive into it, and every day you make sure you don't have to give this thing your whole life. You don't have to give this thing 8 hours a day, 4 hours a day, literally 1 hour a day, every day, 2 hours a day, every day, to hone your skills, to get the information, to get the knowledge, to get more confident and comfortable with being involved. That word is so big. Being involved with the digital space is going to do wonderful, magical things for you along your journey. So, when we talk about fear and doubt, it's just false things that's going on in our heads that we just really need to take control of. And so taking control is simply you telling you what you're going to do. You tell you what you're going to do. You say, hey, I've decided that I want to get in this business. I'm jumping on these calls. I've been hearing so much about the digital space. I know that people are having massive success with this. We know that online is where all the business interaction you know you want to put your family in position for success headed into 2024 and beyond. So this is the time. If you just keep those positive things, if you wake up, you look at yourself every day and you tell yourself, hey, I'm going to be a part of this digital domination 2024. I'm going to get my first e-commerce store thriving. Then I'm going to get two. Then I'm going to focus on really automating, building these agencies up, making sure that I can put other people in position, provide opportunities to others. And you really have to think big. You really have to place yourself in the position for success. And it starts with mental and it starts with verbally telling yourself, hey, this is what I'm going to do. And you can't tell yourself just once. This has to be a message that resonates with you consistently and daily, right?
Yeah.
So as they take us to the next slide, right? It's going to follow in perfectly because we're going to be talking about your why over your what, right? Why are you here? You know what I'm saying? Why are you here in this business? Why are you here to learn e-commerce? Like, what does this mean to you? Is it just you dibbling dabbling in something, trying to see if it'll work? But that's already coming into it with the doubt mindset. Like, what's your real why? Like for me, I'll share my why with you. So my personal why is that first and foremost, I just keep sitting back and seeing so many people have success with e-commerce in the digital space, having products going crazy. And I told myself last year that I wasn't going to keep missing out on capitalizing on Black Friday sales for me and my family. I wasn't going to keep missing out on building the life that I want to live when I already knew that the opportunity was here in front of me. So I just tell myself consistently and daily that I want to be able to travel the world and do what I want to do. I want to be able to work from anywhere, anytime, right? I want to be able to work from anywhere, anytime. And I want to most importantly be able to make money while I'm asleep, right? So that why for me is really making money while I'm asleep, being able to live the life I desire to live, do what I want to do. And I understand that if I can get me multiple e-commerce stores up and rolling, producing passive income, and I can turn that into an agency where now I'm training and developing a team of people who can do the same thing on automation. And I do that consistently from now moving into the digital domination 2024 and beyond. I can clearly see my dreams coming true through locking in and taking advantage of this opportunity, right? So
Yeah.
the reason why that why is so important, because that's the thing that you need to pursue. Your lifestyle, the vision, the time freedom, the financial freedom, the serving, the helping others. And this digital space is a way to provide all those things for you. If you lock in, you get consistent, you get the education, and you take this thing seriously on a consistent basis. The what is important, but not as important as the why. Because the what, it's already here for you. It's already being done. It's been done. It's e-commerce. It's the digital products, digital space. It's not new under the sun like anything else. If somebody else can do it, so can you, right? And to close that out, what I always tell my sales teams is, when I want to drive competition, I want them to understand that, hey, only thing in your way is you. I would always tell them to look at the charts and look at the people who are dominating in the industry. And I would tell them, hey, we all doing the same thing for a living. What's the difference between me and you? Or what's the difference between them and you? And I want them to think about that and assess their performance, assess their involvement, assess how much are they learning about the business, assess how many questions are they asking about the business to put them forward, right? To put them ahead. Are you really becoming stronger in the business? Are you becoming faster at the business? Is your understanding going up day by day? Because when you can answer those questions, hey, the difference between me and this guy is just a little experience. It's just he's just more excited about it. He's just more committed to it daily. And you seriously understand that this can be a pathway to your wildest dreams and everything you want to achieve, whatever those are. You just start adjusting those things that you're recognizing that's keeping you behind in the game. And I guarantee you, when you start to make those adjustments, then those results are going to start showing up for you, and that's going to be the case consistently. So that's really what's carrying me along this journey, is looking at the industry, knowing it's being done, and claiming my spot in the digital space, and knowing that, hey, I'm going to get stronger, smarter, faster in this space. I'm going to get more involved. I'm going to be more resourceful. I'm going to ask more questions, and I'm going to position myself and my team for digital domination 2024. And we want to bring you guys along for that journey and that ride. And no matter where you're at with your business, you can always go up and go further. So let's get it. Keep that why big, understand the what, but always the why over the what. Why am I doing this? That's going to keep you hungry and focused on getting to the task faster and more efficiently.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And I love that you always say, what's the difference between, me and you, or, you and someone else who's doing that. And that's literally the biggest point, out of all of this, is just like, it's no different. It's other people, it's other moms, it's other, mom entrepreneurs for me that are doing this, that are successful in this. Why can I be successful in this as well? It's other people who have waited 15 years to learn how to build out e-commerce stores, and to learn how to build out their own brand with their own merch, and this is a real opportunity to be even this, able to sit back and say, hey, let me learn how to build e-commerce stores. Why though? Why? It's because I knew years ago when I first started, like I said, 19 years ago, I'm like, hey, I want to be able to live a laptop lifestyle. It wasn't a lot of people, but I saw a few people that were very, very, very successful at, doing it, and they look successful right on the internet. And I'm like, wow, what if that was possible for someone like me? I didn't know that it would take 10 years to learn what I know now, but it doesn't matter, because what matters is that my why was so deeply rooted in the belief in myself, knowing that if it's possible for someone else, that it could be possible for me. I did not let up, and I'm continuing to do this every day. Now, we own an agency, and we're in a position to help so many other people, launch brands from a person that didn't know how to do none of this, years ago. So it's like, if you're lost, if you're confused, if you're frustrated, if you're going, to YouTube University, we love YouTube, right? But if you're on YouTube University, if you're searching and you're hitting these dead ends, do not quit. You have came to the right place. And it's a ton of launch shop mentors and coaches. We're all here to help you grow, evolve, and get to that next level. This applies also for individuals that are not just in the Lawn Shop Partnership Program, for people that are like trying to narrow down, what lane they want to go into in the e-commerce industry. And that's going to actually be our next slide here. Pretty soon we're going to talk about narrowing down your niche and your target avatar, because it is a way that I noticed that you can actually attract your ideal client. And I was able to do that organically. Yeah, I did do a $30 ad and made $300 from that, and I got a ton of leads, right? Just off of being authentic. I did a voiceover and I boosted a post on Instagram. But I've promoted and promoted and promoted, my e-commerce agency, and was able to, like I said, make thousands of dollars online just by knowing exactly who I'm talking to, because I am deeply rooted in my why. It makes me easier to relate to other people. Like I said, if you have children, it's hard to go out and ship off stuff sometimes. It can be hard to have to keep up with inventory. So why wouldn't you want your brand on items and merchandise that you don't have to ship off yourself? I know that was a pain point for me, and come to find out, it was a pain point for other people that could relate to that. So let me go ahead
Yes,
and
yes. And Days, while you're giving that game, really, guys, if you tuned in, stop, share the video, and start inviting your friends, family, relatives to get in this space with you, because it's about team building, right? Somebody may come into this business and be on fire, right? It's about connecting the dots, utilizing a friend, family, relative, somebody you know who has influence, somebody you know who has great ideas. Bring them on the calls, bring them into the space, share with them, share this live right now. Let them know, hey, the digital domination 2024 is real.
it's
I'm
here.
getting more involved with this thing every day. I'm on my first store. I'm on my way to get my first store. I got 10 stores. I've been at a standstill lately. I'm ready to evolve my agency. Like, this is the time. Get your team involved, get people involved, because it's gonna keep that momentum going and growing for you. And the best thing is, you just don't know the talent that someone else possess or hold. You might be the starter of the fire, but your friend, your family, your relative, your cousin might come take this thing and blow it out the water, right? So the most important thing is just getting involved in the space, getting involved in the business, spreading the message and spreading the word that e-commerce, digital domination, Launch Card, Launch Shop is partners. Some major magical things are happening over there. These people are so excited, and I really want you guys to tap in and tune in. We can invest together, we can build together, we can build and manage this agency together. Get your people involved so that you make this thing exciting and fun. And that's why I'm excited about having my partner, because we're both fired up. And with that level of momentum, along with Greg, the Launch Shop partners, all the invested here, it makes me more confident, and it increases that belief and understanding of this business, and I can see where it's going, and it keeps us fired up and excited. So we're gonna move along. Hopefully that guys helped you out as far as the mindset and really shifting that mind to be prepared for success here. But nowadays it's gonna really lay out some technical, informational things to help you guys either get started, understand what's needed to get started, or if you've already been starting, give you some tips and tools to put you in position to really put yourself in the best space heading into 2024.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And if you're watching this, make sure you go to hashtag, you type in the comment section, hashtag replay if you're catching the replay. And also to drop below, one thing that you took away, from this live training, so that's going to be very helpful for us moving forward in creating these trainings for you guys, because we don't just want it just to be for the Launch Shop partners. We want it to be for everybody on the Launch Cart platform, that are looking to grow, evolve in, the mindset, personal development, and digital marketing arenas. So absolutely. So right here we have identify potential clients in niches, right? So, okay, here are 5 steps you can take to identify your niche. So number 1, examine your interests and strengths, right? The first step to identifying the right niche involves determining your interests and abilities. I love this because I actually posted this on my Facebook and I like to get people's responses. That's a key gem, right? Marketing gem to get that engagement going, to ask, red apples or green apples, Android or iPhone, just to get people going. And I asked people on my Facebook, I said, what do you think about as far as, targeting your niche? Do you think that you should focus on your client's interest or your interest first to narrow down your niche? And I got a pretty good 50-50 range for the feedback. And I'm just going to say, I like to start off with my, interests and my strengths, because that's a big key indicator. Like I said, that's how I was able to get those clients that, I got off my social media page just off of posting, talking to my ideal, target avatar, my ideal client. And I knew that I wanted to target moms. I knew I wanted to target mom entrepreneurs who wanted to launch a brand, but didn't want to have to worry about the struggles of inventory, of shipment, and things of that nature. So that's, who I was talking to. So when you think about your strengths, right? Are you very spiritual? Are you someone that is into maybe real estate? What is your career field? Are you a tax preparation expert? Are you an agency owner? When you start there, like, what are your interests and what are your strengths? So start at that point where you're like, I really do like to help people that are, I don't know, going through the same struggle. Like, I'm a mental health advocate. You may want to target and help mental health advocates. It just gives you like a starting point where you can kind of embed your feet in the ground, and then you can build up from there. So now that you know your interests and you're passionate about it, it's going to be easy to promote it and to continually build your business off of that. Okay, number 2, evaluate your options. So if I'm targeting um mom entrepreneurs, evaluate your options. Look at what they need. Like, do research on mom entrepreneurs, right? So we're talking about um what are their struggles? What are their pain points? And now it got a lot. Last year, this was not available, but you can go to Chat GPT. You can go to Bard. I really like Bard. I've been using that lately, but you can go there and ask Bard to literally identify your target avatar pain points, as well as their interest and everything else. What is their desired outcome? Because when we're talking to people, it's easy to talk about the what. I'm going to help you do this and that and that. But it's a book by Simon Sinek, and it's called Start with Why, right? So if we talk about, I know you're struggling with waking up every day, having big dreams, but not knowing where to start. As a mom, I know the overwhelming sensation it could feel with having to do all of this, on your own. You got this big dream, but you got so much to handle. You need a business opportunity that you can literally run off of your laptop, off of your phone. You need an opportunity that is going to allow you to streamline it hands free. You may have to do some back end management, but it's not going to be the heavy lifting. We're going to take care of that for you. So just off of that, I didn't put them into a whole vision of what's possible for their business. I know their pain points because I'm a mom entrepreneur. And also, too, I was able to deliver their desired outcome. And that's the key. You got to make sure that you can deliver on helping your client get to their desired outcome. You may have a client that want to make, $1 million in a month. You may have another client that just wants to make a couple extra $1,000. You have to look at what they want to do as far as where they're looking to take their business, and then also size it up to, is this what I want to do? Is this the type of client? Is this my ideal client that I choose to work with? And once you can identify that, help them get to their desired outcome, you're going to be in a very, very, very good position. So I hope that this making sense. If it's making sense, guys, Drop some fire emojis below. We greatly appreciate you, everybody that's watching. We are talking about digital domination from passion to profit. You know, just a quick housekeeping. You know, we're talking about mindset. We done went over, you know, starting off with why, the why before the what, and now we're talking about identifying potential clients and niches. Keep your questions for the next slide because we also are going to go over some Q&A. So make sure you have your questions ready. Number 3, analyze the market and competition. So we kind of touched on that a little bit. Analyze, you know, the market and competition. So look at other people. So right now, I'm in the process of developing a journal for mom entrepreneurs. So I'm going to pull up as many women-based journals, digital journals that I can find. So I typically like to do at least 3 to 5, and then that's going to give me a good range to see the pros and cons of those journals. And this is just giving you guys an example. And then also too looking at the reviews. So if someone said, "Oh, I love this journal, but I wish it had this," you know, I'm going to write all of that down so that way I can curate the best formula possible to deliver to my target or avatar, which is, you can give her a name, Diane, Stacy, um, you know, whatever. She is the minimalist mompreneur looking to, you know, downsize and adapt the less is more strategy so that way she can amplify her time and really get things done and feel effective and efficient. So that's what that's about. So same thing. You see how I'm able to talk about my avatar? When this is all said and done, with the power of AI, you should be able to go right into Chat GPT or use Bard and literally ask Bard, talk to Bard, put in the target, you know, that you want to, the people that you want to target, you know, even if it's general. I want to help business consultants, you know, get merch stores. I want to help real estate agents get merch stores. What are the real estate agents' pain points and what are their desired outcome when it comes down to having their own merch, you know, and then it'll break it down for you. Same thing for a business consultant, same thing for a YouTuber, a content creator. Like, it's so much opportunity to help those type of people, but you do need to narrow down exactly who you're talking to so that way you can speak to them through all of your social media content. Identify a profitable niche. So we just talked about that. You know, identifying a profitable niche. So basically look at, is it more profitable to target real estate agents? Is it more profitable to target, you know, hairdressers? Is it more profitable to target, you know, makeup artists? Because they want merch too. They can use merch too. Podcasters, you know, they need merch. It's a podcast called Earn Your Leisure, and they did a little segment on, you know, streaming money, an extra stream of revenue through having merch. It's very, 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 very powerful to have merch and to launch your brand this way because a lot of people don't know about it. And some people are still doing the traditional drop shipping. Anytime you have the opportunity to slap whatever logo you want on a shirt, if you're a hairstylist, just imagine people, you know, your clients coming in with your merch, you know, saying Bad Hair Day or Slay Day, you know, like that's huge. That's huge. And that's something that they would definitely want. So look at it, identify a profitable niche. You know your strengths, you know your interests, you know, you may be into makeup yourself. So that's easier for you to, you know, dive into that lane. So look at that, and use, don't be afraid to use AI, you know, Chat GPT, and test your ideas. You know, at the end of the day, we can have all of this market research and information, but as my business partner always says, just test it, you know, let the numbers speak and we'll go from there. So we really don't know until we test it ourselves, you know. So that's really all I have for this segment with identify potential clients and niches. Byron, do you have anything to add on to that?
You did a phenomenal job, first and foremost, with delivering that information. I would just say that everybody that's listening in, the most important thing that you're going to need to do is take action, right? Not overthinking. And what this slide is help is designed to help you guys realize is to take calculated actions, right? Get your research, your development, get your systems in place, get your understanding in the right place, but don't feel like you need to perfect it because you really don't know if something is perfected until it's been tested, until action has been taken behind it. And Days really dropped some gems as far as utilizing this new technology with AI, and Bard really helping you guys to narrow down and get your time back when it comes to doing these things and to get that helpmate, right? Which AI is designed to be, is a helpmate. So you literally can go in and say, hey, I'm looking to get into the e-commerce space. I'm looking to identify multiple high trending, high producing niches. What are the top producing niches in the e-commerce space right now? And you're literally going to get the answers, and you should get excited about that. Okay, now analyze the market and competition, right? So now you can tell it to do that, and you can go do your own research, analyzing, hey, what are the most producing or popular e-commerce stores to date? How long has e-commerce been thriving? What is it going to look like in the future in this space? Like, get these answers so that you can get educated and really know what you're a part of, and you can really start to set your game plan and set your goals in motion, right? Um, and then after you do all of that, just put them to test. Like, I feel like a lot of times as entrepreneurs, we get caught up trying to perfect the plan and not doing enough work. I always tell people, get in the field, right? Because hard work is going to beat talent when talent hardly works, right? So don't try to be the perfectionist. You make sure you're working hard, make sure you're working smart as well, being consistent, and just understanding what's going on in the space and in the industry so that you can position yourself on the board for the best potential outcome and results moving ahead in this business 2024 and beyond. So that's all I have, Days. Now we're going to just open the floor up for some quick Q&A. I was talking about getting involved. Drop your questions in the comments. We're here to help you guys, here to assist you guys. I hope this really resonates. We're very excited going into this holiday season to really keep that fire lit. I know we're putting our families first. We're doing a lot of shopping, we're spending. So this is going to be a very important time to put yourself in a position when it comes to investing and setting yourselves up to dominate the digital space and to really drive some passive income and really just help change some lives with new opportunities. So I just want to really open the floor up for Q&A. Anybody got any questions out there listening? Drop them in the comments. We'll give you guys a few minutes to get those questions answered. And again, share this out with your friends, family, relatives. Share this live in the story. If you catch it on the replay, tap in, ask your questions. We will get back to those questions. Let us know you're involved. Let us know where you're at in the business. What you really want to know, what you're really looking to learn from Launchpad and its partners. What you really need to improve, to get your fire lit, to really take this thing to the next level. Get involved, right? I always say if you're not asking questions, you're probably not working, right? So make sure you're involved in the industry. Make sure you're involved with the team. Let's drive some competition and let's drive this business forward, moving into 2024 and beyond.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So we're just leaving a minute or two for any questions. I know we have a few people that have been watching. So if you have any questions, anything in regards to e-commerce, launching your own agency, becoming a certified launch shop partner, and just really getting your foot in the door. If you have any questions about those things, please comment below so we can help you. Even mindset, personal development is key. And my partner is such a blessing when it comes down to just the personal development piece as a whole. Like I always say, like you should be a doctor or something because it's sometimes it can get overwhelming, when you are going through this process without the experience of being a CEO or without the experience of having people in your corner that will hold you accountable because accountability is to me, I believe accountability is love. You know, if anybody, you know, and from your kids, your sisters, auntie, cousins, spouse, you know, you need that accountability to grow and to evolve. So right now we're just taking time for Q&A. We got about 1 more minute left, giving you guys time to ask any questions in regards to digital domination, you know, launching your brand, e-commerce. But it's just so important, you know, to have that. So if you have any questions, even in regards to mindset. Yes, yes. So I see a question here or a statement. Um, I've got mindset issues, trying to be perfectionist. When external factors knock me back, then I get frustrated and stop moving forward with building my store. What is the best way to get through that?
Great question. And Dave, I'm gonna take this because I deal with that constantly. And the best way is to do what you're doing here on this call, get involved, right? Ask those questions because there's somebody out there on the team that goes through that as well. We all go through that. But like we said in the beginning of the call, I don't know if you caught it, keep that why in front of you, right? Don't let trying to have things perfect and figure it out because it's really never going to be a situation that's perfect. And then you always want your work to be out there so that people can tell you how to perfect it, right? We get caught up a lot of times telling ourselves how to perfect it, but yes, we're building this for us, but we're building this for the people. We're building this for our clients. We're building this for our customers who are engaging in these products to share our products and ideas with the world. So the only way we're going to know the effect of our products is that we continue to be super excited about getting them out there. Just get it out there. Like I wear my shirt everywhere I go, right? And I don't focus on, hey, it's not perfect. I'm not doing crazy numbers right now because I'm in the development stage. But I keep it present. I talk about it. I keep it alive because as more people see it, more people say, oh, I like that. How'd you come up with that? Oh, I like that. Where can I get that from? Oh, I never heard that before. Oh, I never seen that before. And I also ask for feedback. So asking for feedback, sharing, that's why I say get your friends, family, relatives. Like don't try to do this thing on your own. Get in the launch card group chat. Ask people, hey, can you take a look at my store? I really would appreciate feedback. I really want to know so I can really improve this thing. Just really make sure you're staying involved is the way I'm really gonna answer that question. Get involved so that you have that support and you understand that you're not the only person that's going through these things. We're entrepreneurs, so naturally we want to win. We want to be successful. We want to be perfectionists. But the most important thing is that we don't spend too much time in that space and we just get back to the fun of this thing. We remember that why we building our store. We're remembering what our long-term goals are. And we're letting those things keep us excited and not worrying about, the immediate results, but worrying about more the process and having fun with it and the feedback and seeing yourself in that why that hey, as long as I continue to do this and improve and get better daily, I'm gonna conquer this thing and I'm gonna be a dominant force. My store is gonna be dominant, going crazy. I'm gonna have multiple stores and I'm gonna be able to share the same knowledge and experience with those who I train and develop next who are coming up under me. So you're not alone with getting frustrated and pausing and stopping. But I'm here to tell you it's never about the pause or the stop. It's about how we respond to those feelings. And when you get in that feeling, that's when you say, hey, I'm going to take even more action. I'm going to get more involved now. I'm going to get more excited. It's just mental opposition that's trying to stop you from being great. And once you realize that and you decide I'm not going to be stopped from being great, I'm going to continue to push this thing forward. Your mind just gets into a place where you just start figuring things out and doing a lot less worrying about anything else, but just getting to that place you want to get to. So I hope that helps, and thank you for asking that question because I'm sure a lot of other people deal with it. I deal with it; it's a common thing, but we can't be defeated or interrupted by that. We got to utilize it as power so we can go harder, take more action, dive deeper into our involvement, our education, and get more excited about why we started this thing and why we're doing this thing.
Yes, yes, absolutely. That's powerful. That is powerful. And I've also experienced you know, I've also experienced this a lot and I talked about it. And one thing that I just want to add to what Byron said is just self-acceptance. You know, that's really to wrap it up is self-acceptance. You know, you can have all of the motivation in the world, but you also have to have, I just saw it was a TikTok that talked about this and it was like you have to have self-acceptance that you are literally on this journey. You've never done this before. This is new to you. You're on this journey. And even if you've done it before years ago, you've never done it before today. And that's all we have is this today, is this moment, and accepting where you're at in the journey. Because you got to give yourself time to grow. You got to give yourself time to evolve. My partner and I, we're streaming out our agency and scaling our agency, you know, through all of these different things like um cold emailing and this and that. I mean, really growing this to the next level and even learning the CRM, you know, that was a process. We sat on the computer for 15 hours a day trying to figure that out. And we don't have every, you know, we're not gonna have it all perfect. But you know, did we learn a lot from that experience? Absolutely. Do we have partners and resources that we can count on to call? Absolutely. And it taught us a lot about our resilience, our determination, and our, you know, willingness to not only just learn but get to the next level, and being humble about it. So just being able to accept where you're at is going to be crucial because that's key. That's key to everything. You know, nobody is perfect, but give yourself enough time to learn it, grow, and kind of like childlike. Have fun with it. Like Byron said, have fun with it. Don't take it too serious, but just know that every day you take moving forward, even if it's a baby step, you're stepping forward towards your goals and it's going to add up. So, yes. So we got all of the questions out. It seems like it is. So last call. If anybody has any more questions, we're doing Q&A. If not, we are going to go ahead and close out for today.
Yes, we wish you guys well. We wish you guys a happy, wonderful, energetic, positive, peaceful holiday. Eat good, enjoy spending that time with your family. And just remember, this is a marathon, this is a journey. Get in the game, get involved, keep that digital domination in the front of your mind, position yourself for success 2024 and beyond.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. And also to make sure you click this link. This right here, if you're interested in becoming a certified launch shop partner, definitely you want to go through the program to learn how to build these e-commerce stores out and get access to the back end team and support and everybody that we have, you know, available. So make sure that you go through this link here. Also, too, if you want to streamline your business through the CRM, you know, it does everything from scheduling posts, you know, automations on your ads, workflows, invoices, and we're still discovering things inside of the CRM daily, literally. So if you want to get a piece of that, make sure you definitely click that link.
Yes, indeed. Thank you all, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. We'll see you guys soon.
Thank you. Have a good one.